All right, how's everyone doing? Sorry we're a few minutes late, not too late, but I'm here now. All right, so today we are going to be creating a billable API using Stripe and Laravel. So what do I mean by billable? For those of you who have used meter usage APIs, whether it's meter usage services, whether it's Amazon Web Services, you're using something like Twilio, anything where you have to pay based on how many times you use that API or service. Utilities is an example of meter based billing. You are billed on how much electricity you use per month, right? If you use more, you pay more. You use less, you pay less. So anywho, before we get started, I would like to remind everyone that this is a live event. If you have questions, please do not hesitate. Do not hesitate to call in and ask your question. All right, let me go ahead and pop out this chat. All right, so let me go ahead and give you guys the URL for the GitHub repository. Now, do not worry, I am building this live. This is just the skeleton. It's just the initial commit and a README. So if you want to follow along live, you can head over to github.com/mastershake08/billable-API-tutorial, and you can clone the repository. I will be making commits during the stream. Yeah, so don't forget to like and share this video, hit subscribe, tell your friends, drop comments, all the usual things. So, usage-based billing with Stripe. They have a wonderful implementation on how to do this. We're basically just going to follow along. So those of you who have seen my past videos know that I've done introductions to Stripe billing before, but we were doing canonical billing, set rate every month, $20, $10, what have you. Doesn't matter how much you use it, how little or how much you use it, you're going to pay the same amount. So Stripe has a type of plan called metered. So this is how you do meter-based billing. So let me do a recap for those of you who have never done or haven't seen my last videos on Stripe billing. So in order to create a subscription with Stripe, it's a two-part process. You have to create a product, and then you have to create a plan and associate that product with said plan. Okay. So one of the optional arguments when you create a plan is usage type, which you can just set to metered. That's literally all you have to do. So you set the amount, you set the meter, you set the usage type to metered, you put the product ID in, you give it a nickname, you give an interval and a currency. Nothing too fancy. Now, how does this work? So in this case, I believe they're doing a oh no, this isn't the same example. But let's say, you know, pro plan $30 a month for I don't know, parking spots, because that's what they used in the example, right? So you can pay $30 per car per month, per day, okay, or not per day, yeah, per month. So if you park only one car, you're going to end up paying $30. If you end up parking 2 cars, you're going to pay $60, etc., etc. So in order to interact with these, you have to give a commit quantities and usage records and have that specify quantity values. Okay, so every time, in our case, we're building a billable API. So every time someone calls the API and is successful, or they're authorized to do it or whatnot, it's going to charge. We're going to submit a usage record to Stripe. And at the end of the billing period, which we're going to be setting to monthly, it's going to sum up all of the usage record quantity values that we submitted during this billing period, and then that is what the user is going to get charged. So, what is the actual application that we are going to be writing? I'm going to keep it simple. We're just going to write a messaging application. So it's a bulk messaging. We're going to start off with, we'll just do emails. I'm not going to do texting or push notification or anything, because I just want, I'm not focusing on the application. I'm focusing on the logic to build metered billing applications. So the actual app is going to be simple. Users can sign up, put a credit card on file. They can make a mailing list, and then they can type out mass messages, hit send, and it will send out. It'll send out an email to everybody in the list. And for each person for each successful call where a person is sent a message, we will charge 1 cent per successful message. Okay, so if you send 100 messages, it's $1. Successful messages, it's $1. All right, got it, get it, got it, good. So I was doing some cryptocurrency stuff earlier. Get rid of that. Let me pop up the chat. All right, cool. All right, so let's head over. I made API.test. There's nothing here. First thing we're going to do is add the authentication. So let me go back into Vagrant. Vagrant up. Oh my gosh, I can't spell. All right, so we're gonna initialize the VM. So while it does that, I'm not gonna focus on building the front end of the application. Okay, I'm gonna focus on the back end only. You know, so there's going to be an area where users can get their API keys and whatnot, and we're going to use Laravel Passport for that. So they're going to be making OAuth calls, OAuth 2.0 calls to authenticate, use the API, and then it's up to them to write their own application. So we're going to we're gonna make an API endpoint for what I call it, the people who are receiving the email. So the receivers, yeah. So we'll have a call for receivers. We'll have a call for receivers. We'll have a call for sending the email, and a call for looking at past emails. No, I end up using it for gas and stuff. Sorry guys, hold on one second.
I thought we hit some. Usually it's all wrong.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. All right. Sorry about that. I asked a question. What was I doing? Yeah. So for the receive, we'll have an API endpoint where you can have all the CRUD operations for receivers. So you can add email receivers, edit the receivers, delete receivers, and create new ones. Right. Retrieve receivers. And then we'll have one for email. We'll only focus on the getting and the creating, because we can't edit an email after it's sent, and there's no point in deleting an email record after it's sent. And that should be it, honestly. All right, so we got that. All right, we're here. PHP artisan make off. All right, cool. So we got that. Oh, I knew what I was gonna do. I didn't edit my environment. So this is, oh no. I think I called that API. All right. So let's do PHP artisan migrate on that. All right. So we create our users table and the password reset table. Refresh. All right. So that. All right, cool. Got a dashboard. All right, so we'll just go ahead and make our two models right now. Oh, recipient. That's the word I was looking for. Recipient. I think I spelled that right. What's that? Recipient. All right, whatever. I'm sure you guys will tell me in the comments. All right, and then let's also make another one for the email. And then we get rid of all of this. It's extra work. And then let's add a project folder. database, migrations, recipients. There we go. All right. So a recipient is going to have a name and an email. Actually, let's just keep it simple. Yeah, I don't want to make it over. We'll just do email. Keep it simple. Oh, and also it belongs to a user, so I gotta put that relation in there. So we'll make an int user ID unsigned. Then we have a table foreign relation. If I can get it. User ID, and that will references ID. I cannot type today. Oh my goodness. I hate this keyboard. Let me get a better one. Let me get a whole better computer setup actually. And so users, alright. Alright, so we got the user ID, we got the foreign, we got the string. Alright, so there's that. Then let's head over to emails. I'm just going to copy this right here. And then we are going to have a long text table. We're going to call that content. Let's go ahead and run the migrations. Actually, I'm just going to keep everything in here. Let's open up a console window right here. All right. Oh yeah, PHP artisan migrate. All right, cool. So got that done. Let's add, oh wait, I didn't do the. Unstage this real quick. Let's go to the email. Public fillable. Content. And then we'll also need to do public function user return this belongs to app user. I'm gonna copy this. User, that recipient, and email, and then let's go ahead and, because a recipient is also going to be notifiable since we're sending emails out. now we can stage this. Auth, models, and migrations. Commit. And then let's go ahead and create our controllers. I'm gonna make it a resource controller. Cool. So we got our controllers. Let's add a request object. Oh, wait, before we do that, I do need to edit the model because I need to add the relation functions. Recipients. As many. All right, cool. Let's add that real quick. Let's go ahead and import. All right, we're just going to simply return response JSON user emails. All right, so there's that. Store a newly created. Okay. So we're just gonna keep this simple. We're gonna do return response JSON email create, and then we need content equal to request content. Actually, this needs to be request user emails create, and you got to expose the object. So I do the function. That should be request user. So return that, and then we're not destroying any emails. All right, so we're just gonna do that one. And then let's do recipient. So once again, we're going to turn a JSON request, and we're just going to return the user's. We're just going to return the user's recipients. And then we need to be able to store. Email request. Email. All right. And then oh wait, no, this is update. I don't need update. I just need destroy. And I am grossly under validating data, but like I said earlier, that is not the goal for today. I want to focus more on the Stripe part. But of course, you will want to do authorization checks, etc., etc. But I'm just keeping it real dirt simple. Launch JSON, and then we're gonna do success, email, destroy ID. All right. We'll check that. Got all my semicolons. All right. Now let's head over to the routes, and then we're gonna head over to api.php, and then we're gonna do routes. We're gonna add a middleware. We're gonna add middleware auth API. We're gonna do resource, email controller. We're gonna copy, we're gonna paste. We're gonna change this to recipient. All right, and done there. All right, cool. So it created routes and RESTful controllers. All right, so that's essentially it. Well, no, it's not essentially it. We still need to make the notification. PHP artisan make notification email so we got this notification. We're going to do public email, and it's going to take app email, this email equals email. All right. The introduction of the notification. And I'm just gonna keep this simple. You have a new email, and then we're gonna do line. We're gonna do this email content. Skip the action, and that's it. And we're only doing mail right now, so all right, let's stage this. Create notification. There we go. Here in email controller, and normally I would create an event and fire that event, but actually, I gotta refactor this. Email. Recipients equals recipient all. / recipients. Wow, I'm doing this the hard way. Request user recipients, and then we're gonna do recipients each function item key item, and you're gonna notify new app notifications / email created. Oh yeah, I gotta do use email. All right, cool. There we go. And right here, I'm just gonna put a note right here. This is where we're gonna bill usage. All right. So basically, we're only going to bill when an email is sent. All right. Create notification. Commits. All right. So now we need to add Laravel passport so that people can use the API. head over to Laravel, head over to the documentation, and we will go to official packages. We're going to do passport, composer require Laravel passport. All right, there we go. And then while we're at it, we'll add the stripe as well. Oh my goodness, it's taking forever. All right. Composer require stripe /stripe PHP. And then I want a PHP artisan migrate. All right, cool. Added stripe and passport dependencies. All right. So we'll head over. Passport install. Let's go ahead and just add this Laravel passport as API tokens. That will go over on the user.php. Passport. This is in the off service provider. Oh, this needs to change the passport. Config/auth. And then we have passport. Alright, PHP artisan passport install. Alright. And then we need to do an npm install. Oops. And then we need to front end quick start. All right, so they Laravel gives you, the password gives you a quick front end start if you're doing a Vue.js application, so that it gives you the components to do the setting up, registering your account, etc., for working with the API from a consumer standpoint. It'll make sense in a second. That's on there. Let's go ahead and do that. So I'll just publish that directory, and then we'll just copy these few components. We'll go right here in resources, assets, JavaScript, components, app rather. All right, here's that. And then let's go back to the home. Go to the home view. And passport requirements. Let's get rid of this. Alright, so just add those in, and then that's all we need on that part. Alright, I'm going to, now I gotta get my Stripe keys. Alright, give me 1 second. All right, sorry about that. I got to log into Stripe, and I have two-factor authentication set up, so I have to go grab my phone real quick. Let's log into Stripe. Alright, so gotta do my two-factor authentication. Switch over test data. Alright. So now we're in developers. We're going to do the API keys. I just need the secret one. Let's go back over here. And we'll go down to the stripe key. Stripe secret. Okay. And while I'm over here, I'm going to go ahead and just create the subscriptions and the plans. I'm going to do the product right now. And we're going to do email API call. This is such a seat or API call. API call. Alright. Create the product. This is going to be monthly. We're going to metered usage. Sum up usage, currency, price per unit. So we're going to do 1 penny per call. And pricing plan. All right, cool. So here's the product ID. There's the product ID right there. So we're just going to also we're gonna open up the .env file again, and we'll make a product ID. There we go. Anything else we need in here? I'm gonna go ahead and make a customer instead of doing it through the app. Just cause. So let me grab this customer. Grab this customer out there real quick. All right, we did the product, we did the plan. Got the Stripe usage record. Subscription item. Oh, I just realized I need to add a customer. I need to add a customer table to the users. I think I'm done here. We'll just run the JavaScript compiler in the background, and then we're going to do PHP. Oh, let me go ahead and add this. Passport files. All right, PHP artisan make migration, add customer ID to users table equals users. I'm just gonna put a default in here because I don't feel like going back and undoing all that work. But you can set this to be whatever you want. No one is doing that. All right, cool. All right, 6 commits in. All right, cool. So this customer ID's already got in my Stripe account. They already have a test card and everything. And then we're gonna head and just put them. Gonna add another subscription on here. Add a product. I'm gonna call the API and start subscription. And I'm doing this off from the dashboard. You can do the dashboard, or you can do it with the API call. Oh, kids just walked in here. Go downstairs. Sorry about that. Hold on 1 second again for me, guys. Baby's upset. Yeah, it's on my screen. Sorry about that, guys, but daddy duty call. So like I was saying, you know, I'm doing all this on the dashboard. You can also do this programmatically. It just takes more, time. All right, so we went ahead and added him to the subscription. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do a Stripe usage object. So let's go back to the email function, the email controller rather. Right here in the create. Where I can find it. All right, right after the notify, let's do pull this out, put it right here up at the top. It's also going to be env stripe secret. All right. I feel like that should be. I don't know. I think this should be /stripe/usage record. Go downstairs. Go downstairs. All right. So quantity we're gonna set equal to 1. Timestamp we're gonna set to carbon. We're gonna set that to now. Subscription item. Subscription. We gotta grab the subscription item ID, which is right here. Let's see, but we need to grab that programmatically. So let's do some more documentation. Customers, there you go. And then customer has a subscription. All right, for the sake of brevity and because my kids are throwing a fit, we're gonna just hard code this in for right now. Normally what you would want to do is you would want to grab the customer object, right? And then grab the subscription object from that. So actually, for the sake of keeping it consistent, let's make another migration. Let's see. Cool. So we have the database, add subscription, item ID. I'm gonna do table string subscription ID, item ID, and we're going to set the default to an arbitrary one. All right, migrated. Head back over here, and we're gonna do request user subscription item ID, and then we're gonna just increment. That's it. And then at the end of the billing cycle, it'll tally up all of the quantities. All right. All right, cool. So last thing, actually, I think that might be it. Let's see. Awesome. You have no OAuth clients. You have not created any personal access tokens. Let's create a token. We're gonna call this test. Here's your personal access token. All right. All right, cool. So I got this personal access token. Now we're gonna let's go make a curl request, which I always forget how to do curl requests off the top of my head. Always gotta look them up. And my neighbor's going up playing a bunch of loud music. Okay, cool. So just like this. That's annoying. I hate this keyboard. One of those like 2-in-1. It's got the mouse and the keyboard built into one. Curl-H dash capital H authorization. Bearer, and then paste token. HTTP API .test / recipient. Sorry, the page you've been looking for could not be found. Wait, that do /API. Ah, didn't do /API. Redirecting to login. Client. I don't want that. Let me check something real quick. PHP artisan route list. I forgot to put a right there. All right, maybe that's why it wasn't working. Okay, there we got the API. Now why isn't this working? Authorize. That's my authorization, right? Authorization. Oh, it's a capital B. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So what was that all about? S dump, DB password, etc., etc. Okay, let's dump this into output.txt. Trying to get property of non-object in file. Recipient controller, line 17. Okay, awesome. So yeah, so now we have an empty array. All right, which is what it's supposed to be. So let me change all the request user to request user. All right, save that and then do the same thing for recipient. All right, so let's create one. Oh yeah, recipient dash x. Wait, is that how you curl with post data? I'm pretty sure it's dash x. Dash S data. Okay. So I'm just gonna column. Email cannot be null. Email. Why is that working? Oh man, I got it. All right, I've gone over time. I'm gonna wrap this up, and we'll continue on Wednesday with part 2 with the testing and then advanced features such as what to do if there's a bad call and you need to do refunds, etc., etc. If you haven't been by my website, head over to jeromeparker.com. You can find tech talks, app tutorials, and more. If you're not following me on social media, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at MasterShake08, as well as on Facebook at facebook.com/Jerome Parker. Thanks again for the time, guys. Unfortunately, I just ran out of time. I need to, I have some other stuff I have to finish, but we'll finish up Wednesday. Wednesday will probably be a short stream, probably no more than 20-30 minutes. So see you guys then.